So please, let's take care of ourselves. My name is Esther Unwachuku. Welcome to the Evening Rush today. You know how we do it on this program. We look at hot topics across Nigeria's social, cultural, economic, and political landscape. And obviously, we usually have guests in the studio. Sometimes they'll join us virtually via the telephone or be physically here in the studio. And today is one of those days that we consider to be very special. Obviously, you know why today is special, right? I'm sure you already know why. And on the hot topic, we intend to look into quite a number of issues. Now, one of the intending or impending issue that we want to look into is the imbalance when it comes to the concentration from the executive on salient sectors that affect the people. Now, one, the economy, security, that's two, shelter, welfare. These axes or these areas or those sectors in our economy are very vital, okay, for our existence, or rather to, would I say, fulfill the dreams of our productive youth. And while Nigerians are gearing up to succeed, gearing up to excel, gearing up to see the following day, our political bureaucrats are strategizing and mapping out how to ensure that they win in 2027. Okay, so one of the hot topics is the fact that Vice President Kashim Shettima has jetted out of the country. You know that yesterday the president traveled to France, Paris, for a 2 weeks working visit. A lot of Nigerians are saying, oh, more France, don't hear him. Ever since the president came on board, this is like the 6th time that he's visited France. And the questions arise is that why can't France president come here and enjoy himself for a week or two? Why must the president always jet up to France? Well, that's one of the benefits of being a leader in this part of the world. Meanwhile, yesterday evening, Elisha Abbo, a former senator representing Adamawa State, broke some tables and made some statements which corroborated what suspended Senator Natasha, the senator representing Kogi Central, actually disclosed, where she made some heavy allegations against the Senate president. And I must tell you, that's quite a lot of deep stuff. We'll be looking into that. We already know how Natasha reacted. We already know her response. But Elisha Abbo said some certain things, and will not be asking the question, how is it the fact that we have senators eating fat? We have senators who are meant to represent our interest eating fat, collecting salaries way earlier than any public servant or any civil middle of the month that senators has received salaries. And then we also see where they do what you call lobbying in the House, and they're able to exchange dollars due to one particular alignment or the other. Oh, it's really, really sweet to be a senator. I wouldn't lie to you. Well, you know the situation in Lagos where the governor has given his own instance and stating categorically why the Independence Bridge will remain closed. So Governor Sanwo-Olu was able to address the press. Yesterday, Lagos experienced one of its worst traffic ever in its entire history, and Nigerians were not happy. Lagosians actually were not happy with this development. Although the state government has emphasized that it's not just once or twice that they have been communicating, but the governor apologized and said maybe the communication was not as in-depth as inspected. I would like us to listen to the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Governor Sanwo-Olu, speaking on why that Independence Bridge needs to remain closed despite the outcry of allegations on the terrible traffic along that axis, and also apologized and asked for synergy with citizens while they go about their activities in one major commercial hub in Africa. Let's take a listen to him.
Victoria Island from the Bonny camp into the marina side of Lagos Island, and it's been the oldest even in this entire corridor. But what has happened is this approach end from Victoria Island going into marina has been under severe threat. You know, so what Buildwell had done over the past couple of years first was to stabilize, you know, beneath, which we can't see. They've done a whole lot of sheet piling underneath the bridge to protect and to hold the integrity, you know, this wall. But the real job is that there's like a 15 to 20 meters, you know, span on the bridge, which is sitting on nothing. You know, over the years, erosion has gone underneath and it's sitting on nothing. So that is indeed an engineering disaster that is just waiting to happen. As a government, we must be able to take responsibility. And the responsibility is that maybe we did not communicate long enough. We did not communicate adequately enough to tell our citizens that from Monday, you know, Tuesday, 2 days ago, that this bridge was going to be open. One side of it, actually, it's not the entire bridge. Is the one from Victoria Island to Marina that was going to be closed for 5 to 6 weeks, and so that is a responsibility that I'm leading to take charge. So what we are now, explaining to our citizens, this thing, given what they've done in the past 2 days, in my view, and from engineering conversation, makes it difficult to reverse it. But taking this forward, what are the solutions or what are the remedies that we can begin to put up? So it's really just around patience and we observing the road furnitures and observing, the traffic officers and the security operatives that are going to be doubling, and in all of the nooks and crannies of Lagos. So part of the things that you see us that we're going to clean up the entire, Obalende axis. People can now have alternatives. If we can do all of that, it will not solve all the problems, but at least it will give alternatives, better and quicker alternatives for movement of traffic in and around Victoria Land and Ikoyi because of the inadequate communication, and I would take responsibility, ineffective communication because they had started even before then, so you just assume that people are aware. No, you have to continue. Communication is enforcement. You have to continue before, people now make alternative plans to be able to use other routes and other, corridors, out of it. And so one of the things that I'll also be advising a lot of our citizens is that this kind of thing has also happened, in another form. Let's think out of the box. Let us now know that if you don't have a business to do in Victoria Land in the next 2 to 3 weeks, conduct your business via social media, via telephone, via, meetings, Zoom meetings and online meetings, and plan ahead, so that if you don't need to come and visit somebody here, please, you don't have to come, right? If you don't have a meeting that you must, ensure that it needs your physical presence, think out of the box. It was something similar that we've had during COVID, where you can have restricted movement in some part of the area for just, a couple of weeks and be able to plan your journey time and be able to, and see what are the...
All right, that's the Lagos State Governor there, His Excellency Governor Sanwo-Olu, describing the reason why that bridge needs to remain closed for 3 weeks and advising Lagosians to just, be patient with the government or with the state while they work on that bridge, and that there will be adequate information and communication across the state, specifically for those who have to ply that route. You also heard him say that if you do not have anything sacrosanct to do in that axis, along that axis, it's better you stay back home and apply alternative means for communication, which includes, the applications for virtual communication. Anything that necessarily can be done without you being physically in the office, then you should actually adopt that method. So yes, that's the governor of the state right there. Now, we do know that insecurity is still very prevalent in this part of the world, and which is why a lot of Nigerians are calling out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu why he decided to use this opportunity to jet out of the country. Do you know that in Jos Plateau State, Bokos, herdsmen killed 10 in Bokos Plateau State? They went to a particular community. While they were there, security operatives were able to report them, and then they left that community and went to another community where they exacerbated mayhem. And the question is, who are these individuals? How come they seem to be unseen and they cannot be located? What kind of diabolical means are they applying in constituting this mayhem across all the geopolitical zones in the country? And then you saw what happened in Uromi. The Police Service Commission has deployed the Commissioner of Police there and returned her to Abuja, and another person has been appointed. So will that stop the herdsmen killing in Edo State? Will that stop the Fulani terrorists from invading their farmlands and raping their women? These are vital questions to respond to. Another thing I know we would like to look into in the hot topic today is concerning the Nigerian Senate. At what point has the Senate become a hallowed chamber of ridicule? A lot of activities there have become quite ludicrous. And Senator Godswill Akpabio likes to take people across his home trapezing. He has a special chapel. Natasha Akpoti mentioned that particular chapel, and Elisha Abbo also mentioned that particular chapel. Now, we are not exonerating Elisha Abbo considering his antecedent, but if you look at his story, or you listen to his story, there are quite a couple of similarities with some allegations that Natasha Akpoti made. I would like us to listen briefly to that, and then obviously I'll introduce my guest with several titles, and we'll start off the conversation on the hot topic this evening. So let's take a listen to a brief interview yesterday by Elisha Abbo.
Let me start about myself as a person. Remember, in this very studio, I accused Akpabio of one of the people who come together to say that I was out of the Senate. Because when the 10th Senate, when I won election in the 10th Senate, I became like a de facto DG campaign to Senator Abdulaziz Yari. In this very place where we are in Telescope Hilton, Akpabio came to my hotel room around 2 a.m. and pleaded that I should work for him. And I told him that I will not work for you because I'm already committed to Senator Yari, and these are my reasons. However, I wish you good luck. And he came, he said he's a Christian like me, I shall work for him to balance the Muslim ticket. And I told him, the testimonies I heard from the people of the 8th Senate wasn't a good one about you. And I told the vice president when the vice president called me to work for you, so I will not work for you. And one day they said there was a meeting in room, in floor 4 of Transcorp Hilton, and they were dashing out $10,000. I told him I'll not collect the money. Now, after the election, one of these days we were in his house, and we had a lengthy discussion, and he started taking me around the house. And he said, do you know that I have a chapel in my house? I said, wow, you have a chapel here. I said, let me see. We went there and he showed me the chapel. And in the chapel, he told me that, you know, you are my brother. I say, yes. He said, 5 senators will leave the Senate. He said, 5. I said, how did you know? He said, I'm the Senate president. I know 5 senators are leaving. And truth what Akpabio said, 5 of us left.
You had no idea you were one of them.
I was no idea that I was penciled for removal myself. So, when I was in the Senate, I traveled to Kenya on a parliamentary assignment. I spent my own money, about $14,000. I submitted paper for reimbursement. They refused to pay me till this very day. Before I was removed, I already obtained Angolan visa to represent the Senate at the APU conference in Angola. The practice has been, even if you're not a senator or a member of our House of Representatives, as long as you are you are representing the country. In fact, former senators or former members of the House of Reps still represent Nigeria until new people come in and inaugurated. He turned me back from the airport. That is Akpabio. My salary for that month, I was moved on the 19th by federal government rule of engagement. After 15th, you'll be paid your full salary. My salary, I was moved on the 19th of October. My salary was not paid for that month on the orders of Akpabio. And let me tell you one worst thing that he did. There are 109 senators. Now, 5 of us were removed. 2 left. Umahi left to become Minister for Works. Gaidam left to become Minister for Police Affairs. Now, making 7 senators left the National Assembly. Out of the 7 senators who left, Akpabio sent their official cars to their houses. Every senator that was removed from the Senate got their own official vehicles, leaving only Senator Abbo alone. Senator Darlington got his own. The 2 senators from Plateau, the other Senator Ohere, the 4 of us removed by the court, they all got their own. And the 2 that left before me, that I screened them to become ministers, because they come for screening, and then I screened them as a senator. They also got their own car. They left before me, yet they got their own car, leaving me out of the 116 senators sworn into the 10th Assembly. Because I challenged Akpabio, I was the only senator that they refused to give him the car. That is the vindictiveness of somebody called Akpabio.
Well, it sounds very personal, doesn't it? I mean,
of course,
for you, it's pretty much personal. I mean, so this is your payback then, is it?
No. I don't pay back. I am just trying to, I laid a foundation so that I will come to the Natasha issue.
Well, we're going to come to that. We're not there.
Yeah. I was the chairman of the Northern Senators Forum, and I was the treasurer of the Northern Senators Forum. So as the treasurer, as a matter of fact, I was slated to become the secretary of the Northern Senators Forum. But because Abdul Ningi and Senator Abbo, we are from the Northeast, and we said, let's take this secretary position to another person from another zone. So I became the treasurer of the Northern Senators Forum. And Abdul came out to say, this don't the budget to be passed. And it has been increased by so figures. Before you need Jack Robinson, Senator Abdul was suspended from the Senate for 3 months. And let's look at Senator Ndume. Ndume was the digital Akpabio. When Senator Ndume came out to say, things are not run properly here, what happened to him? He was removed as the chief whip of the Senate, stripped of his position as the vice chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriation, and then be thrown away. What vindictiveness do you want? And I look at it. The same Akpabio, I moved that motion to amend the rule of the Senate standing rule that will allow only a senator that have served for at least 1 term of 4 years in the Senate before he go contest for leadership of the Senate.
All right, that was Elisha Abbo. Meanwhile, the president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has refuted accusations that he instigated the removal of the erstwhile senator representing Adamawa North from the Red Chamber. Abbo was removed following a pronouncement by the Court of Appeal, which ruled that his presence in the National Assembly was an error. The ex-lawmaker, however, claimed during this particular interview that you heard that Senator Akpabio opposed his return because he supported Senator Abdulaziz Yari for the exalted position of Senate President. Now, apparently reacting through the Honorable Elisha Abbo, who is a special advisor on media and publicity and official spokesperson to the President of the Senate, they dismissed Abbo's allegation as unfounded. All right, Akpabio recalled that Abbo made a similar allegation in 2023, which he later retracted and wondered why he has repeated it 2 years later. So the president of the Senate is urging Abbo to adhere to the truth regarding the court's pronouncement. These are 2 individuals coming out to give related developments. We remember in the House last week when they wanted to talk about the honorarium or immortalization of the National Executive Committee chair of the 1993 general elections, Wosu. And you heard where one of the senators got up to say, you know what, I am allowed to express myself. This is not a dictatorial or authoritarian Harley Chambers. You cannot shut me up. So we've been having stories and conversations about the dictatorial instances from the Senate president and the nonchalancy from that arm of government. It's quite unfortunate, actually. Now, my guest in the studio, today's being Thursday, is a barrister, all right, doctor, chief, pastor, Darlington Agumore. Good evening, how are you? You mean professor too?
Yes, I will look for your own name.
How are you today?
I'm okay.
You actually look good. Yes, you do look good.
Then,
this hot weather no touch your body. Your body cool well leche according to Kizike.
If a hug will be added to it,
with all the plenty hugs, that's why you're glowing. Pastor Darlington Agumore, welcome to the Evening Rush today.
I'm okay. You're welcome too.
Obviously, there have been developments from the conversation we had last week Thursday in Edo State, and obviously the Senate as well. There's more drama on what's his name, the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Wike has also come out to disclose that he did not collapse, that it was the work of mischief makers. The president has jetted off to France, and the vice president has jetted off to Senegal. So right now we just have the aides at the Aso Villa. 2 of the most important persons in this country are not in the country. Herdsmen attacks are still continuing unabated, and we have not read the response of the Nigerian Security Agency, the National Security Advisor, the Chief of Defense Staff. All our security chiefs has not given us an update or even responded to the several calls and outcry of residents in the affected community being plagued by terrorists. How will you react to this? Let's start off with that of Elisha Abbo.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I am sure that in the days to come, more revelations will come out about Akpabio. Look, they said if you tell me your friends, I will tell you whom you are. There was a reason why Akpabio was specifically, even to the opposition of members of the Senate, there was a reason why Aso Rock insisted that he must be Senate president. You saw what happened, the election, how it turned out and all that. Even the man that contested with him said that he won this election, but he didn't know how they overturned it. It was crying foul. You know, the senators even said that what they voted was what not they give them. So there was a reason, and you can now see the reason. Right from his governorship in Akwa Ibom, the man is known for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so why is anybody surprised? He is doing what he was asked to do. I remember when the former governor of Bayelsa State wanted to talk. Abbo said, I saw you on TV. I saw what you said. You cannot, God Almighty. After he had taken position and said, you will not get my vote, why would you want to speak here? Things like that. So this particular man, in fact, he is like a typical APC person. They don't act with the decorum. You know, decency and due diligence is not in their dictionary. We can see it. Go and check. All the people they gave high positions in this country, go and check their background and check what they are doing now. And then check what the president is saying and doing. It's like, yes, these are my boys. They are doing the right job. He's not bothered about all this, indecorous attitude towards the people he appointed. He's not bothered about them. He feels that they are doing the job as they were told. So why should anybody be surprised? Have you gone to check the background of Akpabio when he was governor of Akwa Ibom? Who are you to talk over there? Did you know the number of killings that happened under his watch in Akwa that nobody investigated? And as a governor, he didn't even bother. There was a particular case of a young man who came from US and wanted to contest election. They gave this guy hell. In fact, they traced him to the church where he went to worship and shoot the living daylight out of him. They thought he was dead. Miraculously, this guy was able to escape with ambulance van they sent from US to bring him back because he was under insurance or so. This guy escaped. So when they now discovered that he did not actually die, they went for the mother at home. Esther, they went for the mother of that young man, and told the mother to tell his son to come back, or else they will kill her. The mother pleaded with the son to come back. The boy didn't come back, and they killed that woman. Are these things not? Are you not supposed to investigate these things as a governor? It happened under your watch. Are you not supposed to investigate these matters? So when people are given offices without looking at their back, that is what you get. Because a snake will always be long. You can see they have turned that place into a house of infamy. Since these guys came into office, everything about them is all about turning our democracy upside down, our constitution upside down. In fact, they are acting without the constitution. They create their own laws. They create their own rules. All the rules and all the tenets of democracy they made on ground, they have overturned all of them. And Nigerians are still watching and waiting for paradise to come. No, how can paradise come under this dispensation? Under this attitude? It can never happen. So, whatever they tell me about that Senate, I will never be surprised. Seriously. All the people you are saying, all the opposition, what are you doing? All the opposition, Labour Party member, you can see why they cannot talk. You Nigerians, when they speak and when they are victimized, what do? Do you go and protest on their behalf? No, you don't. You don't. That's why these people have borrowed themselves. I say, okay, let us keep quiet too. You don't react. You don't even protest. You don't occupy National Assembly.
You say
to show that you don't like what is going on.
Are you sure? Is it the one that they will place treason on you?
Oh, really? So you can now see why the senators they say don't talk. If they have been victimized and made not to talk, there is you citizens that will not. So don't really blame them because Nigerians are so docile.
Are you sure Nigerians are docile?
I said we are docile. Esther, leave that.
Barrister Darlington, are you for real? Did you see the 10 days of rage? The End Bad Governance protest?
How many people came out? How many people?
People came out, oh.
No, how many people came out? Those ragtag youth.
You can't call them ragtag.
Hold on. I am talking of a situation whereby middle class middle class, will come out. Because for economy to grow, it starts with this middle class. But look at all of them. On the day of protest, they will sit in their home watching TV, calling or making phone. They will not come. They will never come out.
Are you in their homes?
I say, how many of them do you see outside? How many? That is why they arrest all these ones. Say that this one, they are nobody now. They are street urchins. Are you telling me that if such a thing should happen, people like Wole Soyinka came out like they came in Ojota? People of that caliber came out. Tell me.
But do you
they will arrest them?
But do you think one of the reasons is because why some of these political bigwigs were not part of the protest was that they don't want it to seem as if they are trying to incite, the administration of the president, being that it's just a year or 2 years.
No.
So let it not seem as if there is it's a modus for mischief or to overturn his government, because that's what they were alleging, that it's treason at the time.
There is no excuse not to protest against infamy in a democracy. No single excuse.
But you said yourself last week that we're not operating a democracy, and what we actually operate in reality is a hybrid.
That's what I'm telling you now. They are watching why this democracy is being turned upside down. Look at what happened in River State. Up to today, any protest? No, tell me anybody that came out to anywhere in
when
Nigeria.
Military men have been conscripted there.
Really?
They're all over the place. Some of the youths that were caught at the pipeline, you remember that they killed some of them.
Esther, we protested against Babangida and Abacha. We protested under a military. The press was even more alive under Babangida than now.
At that time and now is not the same.
But it was a military regime.
It seemed to be more freer than now.
No, it was a military regime. A military regime. You can say that willy-nilly. You and I, we are destroying the democracy and we are blaming Tinubu because we allowed him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we allowed him. He fought his own battle the way he feels he can fight it. That was why he was protesting against the PDP and Jonathan. And they allowed him. They gave him free hand to operate. But under his watch, we have now surrendered our entire life to him so that he can do whatever he likes. That's what is going on. Are you telling me that if these people I mentioned were to come out and say, look, Tinubu, we allowed you to carry out the protest under PDP and Jonathan? Why is it that under your watch, things that are worse than what happened in PDP are happening under your watch, and you are not allowing us to protest against
people are hungry and tired.
Really?
They've been emotionally chainsawed or handicapped, mentally padlocked. They literally, it's overwhelming. People are literally just trying to survive. They just want to eat and feed. Barrister, yesterday callers were saying, Esther, we're dying of hunger. Please speak to the press. Let us use this opportunity to plead with the administration. So when you handcuff such persons and weaponize poverty, how do you think they will protest? If you give them anything, they will take it and sing your praises.
Really? These same people that are complaining now, they were the same people they brainwashed into telling them that PDP was the devil in government. That PDP, Jonathan was he was the worst human being on earth. Some of us were saying, look, be very cautious. Be very cautious. Even Jonathan was telling them that when he leaves office, they will suffer. They said, let him go. So why should I not pity them? Was it a spirit that voted PDP out of office? Was it not human being? So why the same human being complaining now? And even if you want to replace a PDP with anybody, must it be Tinubu? Who his antecedent? So
what is his antecedent?
At least was Lagos State governor. He was the Lagos State governor here. We saw what happened here. And it's still happening up to today. So, is that the person you want to bring paradise to you? Did he bring paradise in Lagos? A smaller state, Then you now think when he go to Abuja, he will now repent and become born again overnight. No, look at it yourself. I even blame the Lagos Ibadan press who refused to tell us everything about Tinubu, which they know. They know. It was when he went to Abuja and Atiku went to the jugular that we now saw the real Tinubu. But the Lagos Ibadan press, they were all aware. They kept it in the cooler. Lagos Ibadan press, they packaged Tinubu for us. They were the one who were telling us all sort of things. He was the one that invented democracy. He knows what to do. He's the master strategy. This and that. He grew the.
You say it's the press that packaged him. When they not bringing out his achievements while he was the governor of Lagos State.
Who was ruling it out? Who was ruling it out? Tell me who. Who was really not the achievement of Tinubu to the whole world?
Meanwhile, there was nothing. Tinubu pinch you for body.
No, I'm telling you now. So why are people complaining? When we are saying it here, did they not single me out? They gave me all sorts of things. In fact, there was a committee that was always blaspheming me, talking all sorts of rubbish against me. What did the Tinubu do to me, this and that? Because I know what I was saying. I was crying out on this particular platform. Go back, go and read. Thank God the YouTube is there. Go and check. I said they form a group against me. When I was telling them to be very careful of what they are trying to do, nobody listened. So what do you want me to do now? Now the horse has escaped. You are now trying to close the barn door. Are you serious? What are you doing? No, what are you now saying? I should now come and sympathize with you, Abi? No, tell me, was this spirit that voted Tinubu into office? Was it not a human being? You mean you didn't know? But because of sentiment, you say, let's move on. We are moving on, Esther. Please, we are moving on. No. In fact, as of today, whatever Tinubu does, if I have opportunity, I will talk. If I will keep quiet. Because that's what they want us to do. No, cannot tell me that such a person, no Nigerian knew about him. That they were all dancing around him, celebrating and, clapping hands. And now you are complaining. You are talking of Tinubu and Setimal. Is it the first time? On more than 3 occasions, 2 of them will just disappear from Nigeria. This one we head north, the other one we head south. Where they are going to, we don't know. We don't know, Esther, we don't know. And you are telling me that these people want leadership.
You say you don't know. The president went to France
really?
for a 2-week working visit.
Yes.
They said he'll be, engaging and governing the country from there. Mm-hmm. And then the vice president, Kashim Shettima, went to Senegal. They're celebrating their independence, which takes place every 4th of April.
Good.
So if the vice president was invited to be part of the celebration, he's representing the president, he shouldn't go?
Oh, God. Esther, please, can you tell me, can you mention any time in the history of America where we copy the democracy that the president and the vice will disappear from America?
No, we're not copying that of America.
Oh my God. Where did you not get your democracy from? Where did you get it from?
We're operating a hybrid system of government. It's not a complete democracy.
You are the one saying it.
No, if you Google it, you check it. Nigeria operates a hybrid system of government. It's not an absolute democracy.
That is what you said.
That's what I said.
There is nothing like hybrid here.
The president said it himself while he was with Pandef. He said our democracy is still struggling, but we are working to get there. Yes.
Is that a hybrid? Then what are you now copying? What did you now go to America to copy?
Who went to America?
I mean, the presidential system you copied from America. Is there any other place where you copied it from? You mean you didn't know all the tenets of presidential democracy before you went there to copy it? Esther. So you can see all these excuses we are giving is not proper. That is why these people are continuing to do whatever they are doing. I said mention any time. We are talking of the biggest black nation in the whole world. They don't have a leadership. Every moment, the 2 of them will just disappear. They will just disappear over irrelevant issues. How many Western leaders have come here to do working visits? How many? Esther, tell me how many? A Nigeria that wants respect. Tomorrow you say they are insulting Nigerians. They don't respect Nigeria again. Your leaders, are they respecting you? Did they even respect themselves? Is it not a shame that France, that the Western regional government of Awolowo got television before them? It's on record, 1959. You can see how far we were then. France never had it until Awolowo established it here. Now look at where we are. We now go and be dancing at the doorstep of France.
The question is, President, why only France though? I have not heard the president travel to the US.
He can't go
aside
there.
from the United Nations. Why do you say he can't go there?
I say he cannot go there.
Why? But
he knows. Any day you ask me, I will tell you why he cannot go there.
But he's a CIA asset based on what they had said about the president. And a couple of persons said being an asset doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative thing. So why can't he travel to the United States? What do you think he's afraid of?
Oh, travel to US.
Yes, I mean he can do a working visit from the United States instead of always visiting France. He has gone to Dubai, United Arab Emirates. He has actually gone to Kuwait. This is the 6th time he's visiting France. So why do you think he can't travel to the US?
Where did his electoral problem started? Was it not the same US from Chicago to?
But that was many years ago, and the president has refuted all of those claims and said it's not true.
Where did he refute it? Where?
His aides, Bayo Nanuga, have responded on his behalf.
His aide, Abi. Let him come out and say it. Look, The only time I will take Tinubu serious over those allegations is when he goes to court to sue the CIA, sue Atiku, sue Chicago State University. That is when I will take him serious. It's not enough to say, yes, it is not true. Go to court because your name is on the line here. Your name is being damaged forever. I mean, even if he leaves office tomorrow, those things will be following him. Whether he like it or so, let him go to court. That's how to free yourself from allegations.
But because the president has been able to get a PR firm in a quiet town in Philadelphia.
Yes, because
the idea is to clear out some of all these inaccuracies, inadequacies about his person and how a lot of people, especially international counterparts, view him. So when you say let him go to court, he already has a PR firm to help him work out those things.
The PR firm is not a court.
Okay.
The PR firm is not the one that will defend his allegations.
Okay.
He's the one because it is his name and his. By the way, the PR firm, has he come out to tell you that he's the one defending Tinubu? Is it not what we read from a U.S. court and U.S. press? Did anybody validate it from Aso Rock and say, yes, we contracted this man? No. The money they paid the man, where did it come from? In America, you don't try such a nonsense. You cannot. We must know where you got the money to pay.
So, Barrister, are you saying that the United States of America does not respect our president, or that our president will not consider that place a choice location for a working visit? Because with your response now, you're saying that there are some supposed issues or porosities that we do not know, or is not within our ambience to know, that will constrain the president or restrict him from visiting that axis or that location.
What we have in Nigeria are local champions parading themselves as our leaders. Out there, in the international world, they have no respect, they have no name. They can't meet up with the leaders of international repute. They can't. After there, they don't have any respect. They treat them like trash. That's the truth. These are the things they are avoiding. Are you telling me that one day, if you continue to visit America, one day, one nosy CNN reporter will not accost him with embarrassing questions? You tell me that? I mean, in America, where there is free press, they will accost him. They will accost him, and he will not do anything about it. That is where the embarrassment will start. So, French have no business with you. We are not a Francophone nation. So over there, they talk of France. You know, anything that doesn't have with their colonies, and they don't interfere.
But it's surprising because Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso's leader, has decided to emancipate, isolate, and literally disconnect any form of connection or relationship with France. And it's surprising that the president and France have very good acquaintanceship.
Yes.
They're very close.
Yes.
When other nations, especially Francophone colonized nations, do not want to have anything to do with them. So what does that say?
It tells you one thing. When people from that colonies are avoiding their colonial master and you are running to that place, then underneath there is something going on. Unholy alliance.
Unholy alliance? You don't consider trade bilateral working relationships? You don't consider free trade relationship? Importation made easy? Nigerians having to go there as well and do their businesses free and fair? You don't consider all those options on the table?
Look, Esther, at the end of the day, the truth will come out.
Okay.
You see the relationship. Go and ask Mobutu Sese Seko when he plundered Zaire, where the resources went to. All those, Francophone nations in Africa, all those corrupt leaders from Francophone zone, all the wealth they plundered from their country, go and check where it went to. Go and check. So France is not even is not a world power per se, not an economic power. So what is the friendship all about? Emmanuel Macron is facing hell at home. The people are angry with him for losing their colonies. So he's looking for a replacement for those colonies so that the easy wealth will be coming to France as usual. Don't you think so? All they were getting from Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, it has stopped now. So they will look for somewhere else to replace all those ill-gotten wealth. And where else, if not Nigeria? Where else?
All right, Barrister Darlington, a prominent Nigerian law firm named Crownfield Solicitors. They have called for the removal of the president as chairman of the ECOWAS community of West African states.
Exactly.
The firm issued a call in a letter to the regional bloc accusing the president of imposing a pseudo-military rule in Rivers State, which they claim violates regional treaties and threatens the democratic fabric of West Africa. The letter was signed by Chief Festus Oguche in collaboration with the Campaign for Social Justice and Constitutional Democracy in Africa. They strongly condemn the actions taken by the president, asserting that they go against the principles upheld by ECOWAS. The law firm alleges that under Tinubu's leadership as ECOWAS chairman, the democratic institutions in Rivers State has been suspended and replaced with a neo-junta regime. They also argue that this move directly contravenes the ECOWAS Treaty, the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, and the ECOWAS Protocol on Democracy and Good Governance. The firm, however, cited several key violations, which includes Article 4G of the ECOWAS Treaty, which mandates the promotion of democracy and human rights within member states, Article 13, subsection 1 of the African Charter, guaranteeing citizens the right to participate in governance, and the ECOWAS Protocol on Democracy 2001, which binds member states to uphold democratic norms. These actions, according to the firm, sets a dangerous precedent that could encourage authoritarian regimes across West Africa, undermining years of progress in stabilizing the region, especially in light of recent military coups. How would you react to this development?
In fact, they are in perfect order. I'm expecting other bodies to follow suit. Serap, opposition.
Serap has actually sued the president to court.
That is within Nigerian court.
Yes.
Yeah, they should take it outside the shore because Nigeria is not an island. We have international treaties which we sign as the democratic states. Now that Tinubu has divided Nigeria into two, one run by democracy, one run by military regime, is it not something that you're supposed to frown at? I expect the PDP, other opposition, to write to the UN, US, UK.
But we have this opposition, a recycle of the APC. They're all the same.
I said there are human beings there. Because I know what APC would have done if this thing is happening under a PDP government.
Jibril Gawat, one of the 8 of the Lagos State governor, actually wrote on his ex-handle and said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, leader of APC, PDP, Labour Party, SDP, called all the political parties that you consider an opposition. So if somebody like that, who obviously works within the close quarters of this administration, is telling you that the president is the leader of all these opposition parties, why would you expect them to write to the United States of America?
Good. In fact, it's even a more problem for him. Because the US will ask, which type of democracy is that? If somebody should package all this and send it outside here, they will not be wondering, which government did you say is this, that a ruling party is the leader of all the opposition in Nigeria, including his own party? Are you saying that somebody will not be curious enough to ask questions? These are things that the opposition should latch upon.
And I ask you, do we have an opposition?
Well, as I talk to you today, some people are in PDP, some people are in Labour Party, some people are in SDP.
Which people? Is it the kind of people where you have Nyesom Wike, who is in PDP working for the APC?
At least El-Rufai is there, Atiku is there.
El-Rufai?
I am sure Tinubu will not buy those ones. Tinubu will not buy, he will not buy P2B. Why can't they exercise
but
that
only
right?
a Peter Obi cannot be the only voice of the opposition.
Let them sign as the opposition now. Let them sign as the opposition and take this matter outside here. Let them know what is going on here. Because I know APC will not spare this type of opportunity to embarrass any government in Nigeria that is doing all these things.
So what does that tell you about the political, would I say, attributes of the APC compared to other opposition parties? If you, like you said, the APC wouldn't have exculpated any other administration if they had done this.
Esther, people are afraid that they will be arrested and imprisoned.
The opposition will be afraid?
Exactly. That's why they are not even making...
So you're saying this administration has imposed a fear tactic, so any form of dissent, criticism, and nothing can happen?
In fact, they are muzzling down every opposition.
So we are saying now for 2027, we may not have any contradicting person, opposition whatsoever, if you already say now that the opposition has been muzzled.
Look, it is left for you Nigerians, because if the opposition parties are not ready to do anything, you Nigerians, are you still going to remain docile? And then after 2027, we start complaining? No, tell me. Mention anywhere in the world where dictators hand over your right to you without you fighting for it. Mention. You and I know how Idi Amin came down, how his people brought him down. You know how Mobutu Sese Seko, even in Yadema of Togo, it was his own son that smoked him out and eliminated him. His own son, to spare Togo from going up in flames. Okay. So you Nigerians, instead of talking, why not say no? They can't kill all of us now. It's not possible.
All right.
They can't. It's not possible because of what will happen. Remember, ICC is watching by the side. So
that's the International Criminal Court.
Yes, you can't do anything now and say it does not matter. Esther, there is something you will do now.
Okay.
The following day they will call on you. Even when you leave office, they'll be looking for you. There will be international arrest warrant for you. They have done it all over the world now.
All right, Barrister, if you say, for example, that Nigerians have been docile and a lot of Nigerians don't trust INEC as an institution to be independent, well, Mr. Oluwo, who is the chairman, Publicity and Voters Education Committee last year, he is a Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission. They are actually going to be having a chat with us anytime soon, not necessarily today. I think they need to create that impression that everyone needs to come out and vote and not be afraid of coming out to vote, and that the general conception or misconception that we have about the institution is not true, possibly to clear all of that as to the fact that the institution is transparent and independent. But do you think any of this talk would actually assuage Nigerians to trust the process for 2027?
With the hunger that have dealt with Nigerians, Esther, they will come out in anger in 2027 to vote. Quote me. I said they will come out in anger. Remember the 10 lepers in the Bible? They say, look, instead of us to die here, let us even go there. Instead of dying at the gate, as they were coming, the troops who were there took off. They ran for their life, thinking that a large army is coming to attack them. They ran away.
But Barrister, a lot of Nigerians believe that if there is no update on Nigeria's Electoral Act, we may not have anything different from what was witnessed in 2023. For example, the tribunal's disclosure in Edo State very recently, where initially we heard that the judgment was leaked. I think that was yesterday or day before yesterday. And then today we heard now that Monday Okpebolo was confirmed as the winner of that election. But a lot of persons believe that it was Asue Godale of the PDP, and they feel that the system or the judges, were not as transparent as possible. So if that is the case, do you think there will be a better update on INEC's Electoral Act that will make sure that 2027, whatever lapses was experienced in 2023, will not reoccur in 2027?
If the vote was overwhelming, if there is a landslide victory against APC, it will be difficult to overturn it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so the problem now, or the complaint, is the fact that at the General Collation Center, where you will not have party agents present to witness how the collation is being done, they complain that is where some of the mutilation and whatever happens.
We know, yes, we know. But there should be ombudsmen to check what is going on there. Maybe the party should nominate, there should be somebody from each of the party, especially the prominent ones. Okay. They should insist that their representative must be there and no APC person. If nobody should be there, then no APC should be there. The military, the police should not be there. That's what we are saying. It's not that the APC, they are not pushing hard enough. I mean, the opposition, they are not pushing hard enough. That is why these people are having a free reign. I'm telling you, all of a sudden, I was thinking they will give Tinubu a dose of his own medicine now, because he used protest and propaganda to get into office. Everybody saw it. Everybody had it. All of a sudden, why is it that nobody is replying him now with what he's even doing?
Wait, did you say he used propaganda to get in office?
Propaganda and what? Intimidation.
To get into office.
Lies. Yes.
Who did he intimidate to get into office?
You said what?
Who did he intimidate to get into office?
The whole Nigerians.
How?
All the things he told you. Did you not believe him? Is that not why people said, okay, yes, he will do better? No, tell me. Did he not tell you he was coming to do what's it called? There's something they normally play in all the radio stations. When you were telling them that you people are complaining that the fuel is high. By the time I enter office, oh my wallet, 200 naira. Nobody is asking me, oh God, where is the 200 naira fuel? Nobody. No, are you not supposed to be asking him every day, Tinubu, where is your 200 naira fuel? Where is it? So these are things that I believe the opposition are not doing so well. They are not. Reminding you of what you said yesterday, is that an offense again? They should carry placard. Tinubu, where is this one you promised us? Where is the other one? Where is, because remember he's an APC, and APC promised all these things. So naira will be 1 naira to $1. This one will be this. Everything will be Uhuru. In fact, all the things that we had their leaders say, we should be repackaging them now and sending it out there. Let them see what they promise Nigerians. That is what I'm saying. That can never be an offense. But because everybody kept quiet, when Bayo Nonuga speak, the other person will talk from the other side. Moka will talk from. We now believe that the APC is talking. What they are telling you, is it true? Is it true? The answer is no. So why are you not accepting it? That's why they will tell one lie today because you accepted it. Tomorrow they tell another lie. You accepted it. The next day they will tell another lie. You accepted it. Every time your president is going on a working visit, Esther, when a president is going on such a visit, look, he will be on radar. His countrymen and women will be seeing him where he was going to, what he's doing there and all that. All the officials he's meeting, everything he's doing there. Please, is that not how things are done? Why is it that each time Tinubu disappear from this country and going on some of this, especially in France, we don't see him, we don't know what he's doing until he comes back. Esther, until he comes back, we don't see him. We don't see French officials welcoming him and talking to him, visiting some offices, visiting some companies. You know, we don't see any meeting anywhere. So why would you believe such a thing? Why? It's because you have been accepting it. That's why nobody talk. The opposition has not been saying anything. How much is this visit costing us? Nobody knows. Do you know that before an American president will leave to any place, the money would have been calculated to the last dollar? Last. It's not on a frivolous visit where you go and spend money anyhow. The money would have been calculated to the last dollar. And nothing will be missing out of that money. But do we check here? Do we check? Do we check? Nobody check. Nobody knows anything. And these are the things they promise also, that under their watch, nobody will be going for a health check anywhere. That all the hospital will be on top notch. You have forgotten all they told you. Why is it that nobody is asking them 2 years down the line? 2 years.
Well, the president has implored us to be patient, that his reforms will take time, and that the reforms are basically for our generations yet unborn. That the pains that we're going through now it's something that we will necessarily go through, and that he understands it. He has set up the Tinubu Academy, where employment opportunities are guaranteed there, vocational skills, any form of interest of yours, you know, to hone yourself, to have that finesse, will be accommodated in that. And a couple of other projects that he had disclosed for 2025, he already is beginning to look into it. So are you saying now that magic would have happened in 2 years, considering what the previous administration had rendered us into?
Oh,
you know,
really?
we're just asking.
Really? Who was that previous administration?
The administration of Muhammadu Buhari.
Which party, please? Which party?
The All Progressives Congress.
Didn't Tinubu tell you he will continue from where he stopped?
A couple of Nigerians said he said that so that it would not seem as if he is fighting or having anything against his predecessor.
He's doing it. Even when he entered our government, he's doing it. Esther, he's doing it. This Fulani herdsmen issue. Have you heard the Tinubu make any serious or very, very stern statement against
he hasn't.
it?
That is even where I'm actually more concerned.
No, look at it. Look at it. Because he doesn't want to hurt Buhari. What are you telling me? That must have been the arrangement before Tinubu got into office. Don't disturb my people or whatever they do. Okay, sir, I've agreed. I won't talk.
But were you there?
From this action, what do you want me to say?
You can't say that
I
kind
said
of
from this
agreement was
action.
hard.
You told me now that they killed 10 people again.
Yes, in Bokos, Plateau State.
Did you hear any reaction from the government?
No.
All the ones that have been doing, did you hear any reaction?
No statement
So
at
what
all.
are you
The
not
only
telling
reaction
me?
we've heard so far is concerning the killings of those Hausa Fulani men in Uromi, Edo State. The Police Service Commission has sacked the Commissioner of Police there as well.
Why do you now want me to believe otherwise? Tell me. You mean if Tinubu had come into office that first day and said, look, from today, no Fulani herdsman must enter anybody's farm to kill anybody. That if it happens, the police within there should arrest them and prosecute them. If the police in that area did not, you are going to sack all the police stations. All of them should go. And see what will happen. Have you heard such a statement from Tinubu? And you are why do you think these people are acting with so much boldness and arrogance?
But let me ask you, why has the vice president not said anything about it? And the
really?
Senate, up till now, like I said, I am still trying to give the Senate the benefit of the doubt. I mean, there is a process through which they can call this out for a topic of urgent public importance. But they haven't said anything since
they
then.
Will not say anything.
In fact, ever since the Uromi killings and after the Salah break, we've heard, in fact, Bello Turuji. Do you know that Bello Turuji, to dare the federal government and the Nigerian security agencies in celebrating the Salah break, went on a killing spree for fun? Bello Turuji went on a killing spree in some communities and killed people just for the fun of it. There is no reason whatsoever. He took it upon himself along with his allies to kill persons for fun. So how do you describe the scenario? I am still I don't know how to describe how I feel with the fact that persons who are meant to speak up on our behalf concerning this rampaging plague of terrorism, and it's not excluding any region, across all the geopolitical zones, across all the geographical locations in this country, and these guys have become more brazen, more authoritative. They seem to act with impunity, and nothing is being done.
Because there has been an arrangement. I told you here that any young man who goes to a neighbor's house to go and steal, and the father told him to go and do that, he doesn't go with fear. He goes with bold. In fact, he kicks the door open and asks everybody to come out, because he knows that somebody is behind him. It's as simple as that. I said, these Fulani herdsmen, can you mention any time somebody from the north condemn what they did? I mean, all the northern leaders that are talking against Uromi killing, have you seen or heard any time any of them condemn any killing that they have already performed in the southern part of Nigeria or anywhere else? As far as they are concerned, it is their right to kill others. Esther, it is that they have been given license to kill, like James Bond, license to kill.
Like James Bond.
Yes, now they are the one giving the license to kill, and you and I are here watching. After killing, you will start be lamenting, talking on radio, talking on TV, making noise on paper. Meanwhile, the killer is just laughing somewhere. Say, look at this. Let them continue to. We are coming tomorrow.
Barrister Darlington, a sad incident happened in Ojoga community of Ichama, Opoku local government area, Benue State, where a 22-year-old man, Joseph Gabriel Obitiye, was killed by suspected Fulani herdsmen. This attack happened very recently, just on Friday. Now, apparently, this man, who is deceased now, took his wife to the hospital in Okpoga, where she sadly lost her baby during childbirth. After he returned home, his friends gathered to comfort him, and they stayed together late into the night. An eyewitness said the 6 armed herdsmen carrying guns and machetes went to a nearby shop to steal food and other goods. This had been a problem in the area for a long time. Obitiye did not know they were armed. He walked up to them and asked why they were there so late. Suddenly, his friends heard him shout, "It's Suleiman, Nana's son," and then gunshots. So Obitiye was able to identify one of the persons among the herdsmen. Apparently someone that they know within their community.
Of course.
And the friends, while they were terrified, they ran away. But when they came back, they saw him in his pool of blood. But before he passed on, he told them that it is the son of somebody that they know in that community. Nothing has been done. When they rushed him to the hospital, he was declared dead. And this is somebody who lost his wife earlier that day. Some persons may call it diabolical, like it was like fate just wanted to wipe off that family.
Exactly. Is it the first time? Do you know how many families that have been wiped out in Benue, Plateau? I mean, wiped out completely. No generation in that family. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Do you know how many? And the federal government is keeping quiet. Esther, the federal government is keeping quiet, and you are telling me there is no pre-arranged discussion behind closed doors. No, tell me, how do you justify this type of madness? And then tomorrow you tell us we are one Nigeria. You don't want any tribal sentiment. We don't want any discussion that will lean towards this and that. But somebody is already dividing Nigeria. They have already divided you. You are that part of Nigeria that have no say, that they should trample upon. Is it not madness for you to walk into people's home, and kill everybody and then walk away? When police will come, they will not even do anything. They will not even arrest you. Esther, have you heard, since this killing has been going on, that any major operation was carried out to arrest these Fulani herdsmen? They know where they are. As I'm talking to you now, they are inside the bushes all over Nigeria. Waiting for the appropriate time to strike. In the morning, they wait for some farmers who are going to farm. Unless you pay money, you won't pass to your farm. Unless you pay money, the women are routinely raped.
It's their MO. It's their MO, actually.
Can you just imagine? And the federal government is getting all this intel every time. Give us intelligence about insecurity. Give us intelligence. Tell us. If you see the people, tell us.
Well, the Director General of the Department of State Services, Oluwatosin Ajayi, has told the Nigerians to defend themselves. That's what he said. Meanwhile, Alao Ejimako actually said that apparently this same remark made by the DSS is what Nnamdi Kanu was telling his followers to do, and that's why he's being detained by this same DSS making this remark. Ejimako said Kanu was detained and is being prosecuted for making the same comment Ajayi made. It is disclosed that the same remark from Kanu led to the proscription of IPOB and hounding of Igbos as terrorists. In fact, the DSS DG made a statement on Tuesday that Nigerians must take responsibility for their own security, as the military, police, and intelligence agencies do not have the capacity to protect every community from terrorist attacks in Nigeria. This was a statement he made during a public engagement, and he made references to past incidents in Bauchi State where local communities successfully fought off Boko Haram insurgents without waiting for security forces. In other words, we're getting a direct call from the DSS that we should now try and fight and protect ourselves, and that's the same reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still being incarcerated.
It's a lie.
It's a lie?
It is a pure lie. We had it under Buhari. We had it. That was why Benue State was the first state that formed the vigilante group.
No, wait, Barrister, what are you saying is a lie? The DSS DG is telling us to protect ourselves.
It's a lie.
Really? Why are you saying it's a lie?
He didn't mean it. We had it before.
He doesn't mean it?
I said he doesn't mean it.
Ajayi is different from Bichio.
I said he doesn't mean it.
Are you there?
If he meant it, let him arrest Fulani herdsmen that are they not aware?
But you just heard him tell you now that they cannot cover everywhere.
Is there any state where they are not? But when something happens against Fulani herdsmen, they will appear from nowhere. Esther, when in Iromi now, that place is deserted because they are picking every young man now indiscriminately. Is that not what is on the news today?
Yes.
So where did DSS come out to be arresting people now? Where did they come out from? They cannot be everywhere, Abi. You can imagine deceit. Esther, you can imagine deceit. There is no state where you don't have DSS operatives. Even in some local government, you have them in the police stations there. There is one in my village. What are you telling me?
Barrister, Nnamdi Kanu is being held within the DSS confinement for making this statement. Does it mean that Adiola Ajayi should be arrested for telling Nigerians to protect themselves?
Esther,
sir?
What did you just say now?
I'm just asking.
Arrest who? Hey, God, somebody that working with you arrest him.
No, now because as it seems now, if people decide to come together and protect themselves now, they could be caught with the arms that they will use to protect themselves. Or is it that he didn't understand the meaning of the statement that he made?
No. Look, whenever they tell you something, I thank God this former DSS director.
Which one? DSS Bichi?
No.
Which one?
The man that talks to us every time.
Okay, I remember. Yes.
Roy, Abi. Roy. Is it not Roy? Oh, Amakri somebody.
Amakri.
Yes. Dennis.
Yes, Dennis Amakri.
He said when he was in service, that before they can carry out any court judgment, they will look at the body language of the president. He said it here several, not once. I'm talking of a director in DSS. So
before they carry out any activity,
any judgment of the court, before they can say, okay, this man should be released, they cannot tell you, because the court said they should, then they go ahead and release the person. No, they will still be they won't even ask. They'll be watching the body. Like he said, they'll be watching. They will not go and ask him, God, should we release this man according to court decision? You can't do that. It will come from him to say, okay, release this man. If he has not said so, forget it. Were you not here when Buhari told you that he will abide by a court decision on Nnamdi Kanu? When the court decided that what happened? They now went to go and fish for another charge against him. And that's why he's still there. Meanwhile, people who have committed 10 times worse offenses than Nnamdi Kanu are roaming about. Esther, they are roaming about. Before you can say IPOB is the terrorist organization, they must have been terrorizing their people, their region, and even other parts of the country. Mention any IPOB member you will find in the southwest here, or in the southwest, or in the north, or wherever. They are just for self-determination group against, for their own people. They have made it clear, Nnamdi Kanu have made it clear, and it is there in the UN Charter. So they don't know where to hold Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they are calling him a terrorist. Meanwhile, no other country in the whole world. So it is only a terrorist to Buhari and his brothers in the north, no other place. Is that what you call a terrorist? Have you heard or seen where IPOB have gone to sack villages, kill everybody there for no justifiable reason?
All right, Barrister, finally, I need to open the phone lines, but INEC has been able to give reasons for rejecting the petition for Natasha Akpote's recall. And Natasha Akpote has also expressed and praised INEC for rejecting the recall process. According to INEC, during their weekly meeting today, being the 3rd of April 2025, amongst other issues, they considered and approved the report of its physical count of the signatures/thumbprints forwarded with a petition for the recall of Senator representing Kogi Central.
Exactly.
Now, you know that they had told us that they would try to be transparent in the matter.
Yes.
So they said that the signatures, the registered voters in the constituency, that the total number of registered voters in Kogi Central Senatorial District is 474,554, more than one half of the figure, which is about 50% plus one, which is 277 plus one, which is at least 237,278 voters. And across the 902 polling units in 57 registration areas and 5 local government areas that makes up that senatorial district, the commission ascertained 208,132 signatures/thumbprints from the submission made by the petitioners. This translates to 43.86% of the registered voters, which falls short of the constitutional requirement by 29,146 signatories.
Good.
So what does that tell you?
It is that the thing is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. In fact, the bubble will burst when they now want to do physical examination. I told you, that's one of the conditions. They will say, you, Mr. Lagbaja, come and identify your name and your signature and your address here. When you come and go through, you say you did not see any. What happens? Cancelled. How many people are they going to do that to? That thing will expose the whatever Agbabio and his people are doing. It will expose them.
Okay.
That it will never physical examination. Do you know how cumbersome?
It is, yes.
What are you telling me?
It takes a lot to put that together.
So that is where their plan will fail. After that, they won't, will INEC proceed again?
Obviously not.
So leave it. Leave it. They think they are clever.
All right, Barrister Darlington, it's time for us to get reactions because I know a lot of persons are already anticipating to be part of the conversation. 8036929933. That's the number to call. 08036929933. Please, can I get the phone? 08036929933, and the WhatsApp number is 0817175638. That's the number to send your WhatsApp messages to. Please, can I get the phone for the calls? Thank you very much. All right. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello, I can hear you. Good evening. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening. How are you? Can you
Good
project
evening.
louder?
This hurts me. Killing. You are not. Look at the DSA. You said it. They told all the same lie during Buhari. Look at the DSA. You said it. They told all the same lie during Buhari. What happened? They can't arrest any herdsmen. They know. And to remind you, they are everywhere. Even in Lagos, they are everywhere. I do not wonder why is it that these people they gather in one particular spot when they see themselves. Why not rent houses? Why is it that they just in one particular spot? You know, all those kind of very funny kind of places you see them gather. Because there's an agenda behind it. And we are all looking at this and we are thinking this will don't have the intention of carrying out some very deadly kind of. But not be only there get mind though. That's what I want them to do. And Nigerians, you know, all these Agbo that are oppressing people, this and they don't know that this is really going to backfire against them as well. With this evil they are doing, that you are thinking you are doing somebody from Southeast, that you are oppressing them. But the people that are more deadly than you are there looking at you are there fooling yourself. And you see some psychopaths still come on air and still support this government and say this is democracy. Continue. Thank you, Esther.
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling, Alex. 080-3692-9933. That's the number to call. 080-3692-9933. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Esther.
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening to my Mr. Dalit.
Well done.
You know, I am the one that called you in the afternoon, day before yesterday. I told you about that I'm from Natasha's side. You know, I told you, I said, write down the date, that all what those people are doing concerning Natasha recall, they will fail and they will be shamed. You see what happened now? So, I know my people very well. All those things is propaganda in Kogi Central. If Natasha to contest election with Bello, Ododo, all of them, she will win them hands down. I am telling you the truth. The woman has been doing for the people before she even come to politics. She's a very nice woman like her father. But because of that, those our politics, they don't do anything. They don't want somebody to come and overshine them. That is why they are doing all those nonsense. I thank God. They will be still shamed. Let's go. Let them continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. All right. Thank you very much. Barrister Darlington, somebody sent a message that you said the president cannot go to the United States of America. Well, they should do more research because the president went to the United Nations in New York for the first General Assembly outing. So he has gone, and that nobody can stop him from going if he wants to.
Let me tell you, under diplomatic courtesy, head of state are allowed to come there.
Okay.
This working visit, can't he go to the USA? Let him go and learn democracy.
Hello,
there.
good evening.
Let him go to US and learn democracy there. That's what I'm saying.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, please?
Please, my name is Akanwa from Ejuku.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
I don't have much to say. Only what I want to say is that this barrister are speaking all our minds. Only we don't have that heart to come out and defend this leadership. We will come out in mass and face this leadership the way this barrister is telling us. Honestly speaking, they will not have any power.
I'm telling you.
We will disorganize their power.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
But let us have this mind, this confidence, and to come out and face this people. These people is pushing us to the wall. So it's only, I can tell you, it's only few people that can come out like Darlington and talk truth in radio or in television. But others is pretending. They are afraid so that they will not arrest them. I don't know what we will do that all of us will come out and face this leadership. Thank you. This is what I want to say.
Thank you very much, sir.
I sympathize with some of my friends.
Okay.
I mean, well-educated lawyers, brilliant lawyers, because they want appointment. They are now kowtowing to these people. They are not turning them to servants.
Chai. Hello.
A brilliant lawyer. Very
Hello?
brilliant lawyers.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening. How are you? Welcome.
Okay, I'm good enough.
Okangbelina, location,
Yes.
please.
I'm in Mafoluku. I hope you know.
All right. I don't know, Okangbelina. You can be anywhere at this time.
Here.
All right. Please go ahead,
I my
Okangbelina.
barrister there.
Well done.
Barrister,
My brother.
I dash you one bottle.
Oh, yeah, now where is it? Throw it, since you are very close. Throw it.
Only barrister, you're dashing one bottle. Okay. Oh.
Yes. Bottle for my barrister.
Okay.
He's doing a lot of work. Esther,
Sir.
you see, I want to congratulate that lady. I thought I just like the way she maneuvered those people that day. They were waiting for her at the junction, and she came and landed. To show you that those people they're not thinking.
I'm telling you.
Yes. And by the way, where is that man that is remotely controlling all those fracas in that place? Like I mean the former governor.
Bello.
Yes. What has happened to his case of
That's the thing, that's what I'm asking the EFCC chair, because that time he said that he would resign if he's not prosecuted.
Let me tell you, very soon now you will hear that the man has gone back to the Senate.
I'm telling you.
To start legislating for us. That's why Peter Obi told people that, look, the Nigerian government now is peopled by, he mentioned a lot of people, drug barons, armed robbers and all that. But we are seeing it. I will not talk more than that. Peter Obi has told you people what is happening. And if you like, tell me that he is wrong. But I know that Peter Obi has spoken what all of us we know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Okambilina. Yes. Hello, good evening. How are you? Hello.
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. Name and location, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. What's your name and location?
My name is Ugo from Ajegule.
Ugo, can you come closer to your speaker?
Yeah, I'm closer to the phone. Yeah.
All right.
Ugo from Ajegule.
All right, Ugo, please go ahead.
Mr. What I would say, Oga Darlington, is as I called earlier on the other day, I said the same thing, and I'll still tell the Northerners again today. The reason why the government always don't blind eye to whatever the Northerners always do is because the government needs anybody that have the kind of mentality of the Northerners. That is what the government of the day need. That is why no matter what the Northerners does, they don't always put pressure on them. That is why when you go to a station, come to the LDO station, which station will you go to today, and you will find a Northerner in that station. It is very hard. Their cases are always settled that day. That day, their cases are always settled that they will go. That is why they always give them this favoritism, because they need their mentality. But I will always tell them that as long as what I know is this their fake love, they should stop pretending. They don't love themselves. If they love themselves, there will be better hospital in the north. If they love themselves, there will be good education in the north. If they love themselves, they will stop killing themselves in the north. Let them stop doing this rubbish they are doing in Lagos. They are only pretending. That's all I will always tell them.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Ugo, for calling. Hello. Good evening. How are you? Hello.
Hello. Yes. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Yes, my name is John. I'm calling from Ikeja, Cantonment, Barak, Maryland.
All right, John. Please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I don't have much to say, but my only encouragement to the Nigerians is that they should exercise patience, because please never the let of TV Joshua before this man late. He have already said everything, and all what he prophesied is what is happening today. So Nigeria should exercise patience. He has already cleared it to us that the beginner is not the owner but the finisher. So definitely Tinubu tenure is only one tenure. But I pray that God will see.
How do you know it's only one tenure? You said definitely. I like the way he passed his message.
God has spoken.
Continue, please.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Continue.
The beginner is not the owner but the finisher. So definitely, as it begins, someone will come and finish it. And you see the minority party has been lifted up. So you see this SDP that are just forming now.
Yes.
2027, SDP will be lifted, because this is the only minority party which I'm seeing on ground. Just wait and see. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you very much. Although the SDP has been in existence anyways, it's just to have some members beginning to join the party.
They don't have structure.
They didn't have structure. They didn't have the wherewithal, the known persons to make it famous. Hello, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good evening, sir. Sorry for keeping you. What's your name and location, please?
Afenwa Adoma.
Afenwa, welcome.
Afenwa Adoma.
Please, Afenwa, go ahead.
I want to greet Barrister Darlington. We speak just like every day, every evening when I hear his voice. If you are asleep, you are just sleep like a baby. No need of thinking again.
Oh yeah, monetize it.
You see, if you start the drink, I for buy drink for you, but another drink, unless you go drink water.
Anything drinkable, throw it here.
I will throw it here. God bless you. You see, our president he went to France, Abi.
Yes.
He went to for 2 weeks
When walking visit.
inspection. And our vice president Shetima,
went to
Senegal. He went to Senegal for a party.
He went for independence, commemoration of Senegal's independence.
What is not be party be that?
Now celebration of independence now.
Not party now. Esther, why is doing so? And we will get another third man in Nigeria here. Our Senate president is available, Abi. All is well. That Trumbu government is working.
It's working.
Yes, sir.
When people go tell me say, Trumbu is a man of the is the best president so far when it comes 2023 election. I first asked somebody, tell me one bridge where Trumbu do when he was a president, when he was the governor for Lagos State. Nobody give me the answer. Tell me the road when he tie. Only thing where this man do when he was
you say he didn't do anything in Lagos? He was able to bring the development to the grassroots. So when they refused to give him allocation from FAC on the federal government, he worked it out.
Esther, cool down. The only thing where Trumbu do when he was the governor, when he shared eyeglasses for people to wear eye the pen.
He could.
Have you forgot? Minister, that's not a lie.
Let me.
It's not fair.
Hold on.
I'm coming.
I'm
not thing when you do for the second term here for Lagos State Governor. He creates LUDC, local government, which is what he tried to implement now.
LCDA.
That thing will not fly. It will not.
Tell me to team what? Okay, tell me another team. Or tell me one bridge. Tomorrow I go climb the bridge myself.
My brother.
All in politics is the propaganda.
Well, the president, when he was the governor, was able to expand the covers of the state, looked for creative avenues for IGR. Is that not a good development?
Where's the money there? Where's the money?
No, where's the money?
I'm a you answer the question. Where's the money?
My brother, how come of all the governors that rule Lagos State, Tinubu turned out to be the richest among them? How come? Please, somebody should tell me how.
Personality, you're just beefing the president.
Barrister, Mike, I give you expo now. We don't know. Do you know why they come out for River State to put what do they call them?
Afro, we need to take more calls.
They come.
Thank you.
I see. Matt, wait.
Go ahead.
You know why they put to military for River State now? They want to grab River State.
Now, if president don't debunk him, say no be true, that he wants sanity, law and order. Let's take more calls. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Fine.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Michael from Ikoton.
Michael from Ikoton, please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Well done.
God bless you.
Well done.
Yeah. Please, Barrister,
yes.
You have said it all. There's nothing we Nigerians can do than to protest for this government. Yes, there's nothing we can do than that, because even though we talk from today to tomorrow, without us taking the action, we Nigerians taking the action to show them that it's spending us for this type of government, they will not realize that what they are doing is spending us and we are hunger.
Okay. Yes.
In fact, if it's me, I would say let everybody stop work one day, even all the schools stop one day. Then we take the protest even to the government. Let them understand that what we are suffering for, they must know about it and they must do something as the government of Nigeria, because we voted them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
Esther,
you.
do you know why they did not do anything in Kogi?
Why?
The Mahmoud crowd was overwhelming. Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They couldn't even deploy their talks, and because they know what will happen.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good evening. My
Good
name
evening.
is Kenneth Chuku. I'm calling from First Tag.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Mr. Darlington, good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother.
This is my first time of hearing your voice.
Are you
Really?
serious? Where have you been? You came late to church.
Don't worry, church never master. Continue, please.
I used to be a typer, so I said, let me call today to hear his voice.
Okay.
I really appreciate all the things you are doing. You are doing great, eh?
Well done.
I just let me compliment you and appreciate what you are doing.
Yeah,
I don't have much to say. Thank you very much.
All right, well done. Thank you for calling. All right. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, how are you, my dear sister?
I am fine. Good evening, sir. What's your name, please?
Yeah, just calling to Maja.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, now, going ahead, I want to tell you that by now, I think it's not a crime. The government to tender their resignation. I want to tell you, because just a full tank yesterday, 100,000 naira. For fuel.
You bought a full tank for 100,000 naira.
I won't lie you for utility vehicle.
Are you driving a truck?
100,000.
Wow. How many liters is your full tank?
Went to market.
How many liters is your full tank? Hello?
Is it an SUV?
You may go and cross-check utility vehicle. When I say utility vehicle, it's cheap.
Okay.
And then say something that can go far and far.
Okay.
And, yes, you have to buy at least like about 10 liters for what do you call it? For extra when there is no fuel. I mean, when there is no light in the house. So let's leave that. The wife came and said she went to the market and she had to buy and whatever you call it. And they said are going down. And when they went there, all these little things that we used to buy small, but by almost 10,000 naira. They said because of Ramadan. After Ramadan, what did she bring home? It's terrible. I want to assure you that in a similar crime, these people are supposed to tender their resignation. Having said that, I want to tell you that it's not, laughing. It's not a laughing situation.
Yes, I know, sir.
Of Nigerians. That is what they are going through. Anything you are doing there, you are saying there, that does not reflect what people are going through. The masses are going through. It's good all this. But the last thing I want to say is that opposition. We don't have opposition.
Exactly.
And that
When
is
I was
why
telling you.
say this man will still come back. If he comes back, I'm telling you, Allah, that is a big one.
All right, thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, okay? We need to take all the calls. Hello, good evening, Josie. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening, madam.
Good evening. What's your location, Josie?
I'm calling right from.
You're calling
Lagos.
from?
Lagos.
Lagos. All right, please speak louder. Go ahead.
Okay. Based on our president, they said he's about to travel. And
he's not about to travel. He has traveled.
He has traveled. And
yes.
our vice president has traveled also.
Yes.
This is what Buhari did in his tenure. He was traveling from one country to another country. From one country, using the money they used to do something in our nation, and they will be spending it unnecessarily. And also, there is something our people used to say, that you cannot give a dog a meat to.
Hello? You sound very faint. Are you busy?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, come closer to your phone, please. Are you distracted or are you doing something?
No, I'm not. I'm with my phone.
Okay. Continue, please.
There's no way you can give a drunkard a chairman to hold. He will misbehave. Understand? They said our minister, FCC minister, that he collapsed. They will deny it.
Well, the FCC minister has come out to explain that was basically rumors by mischief makers. So he's hale and hearty.
That was what he said. Where was he when Tinubu was celebrating 50 years old.
He was in the State House. We saw videos there. He went went for the Salah homage.
That's Photoshop.
Oh, okay. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, boy.
Well done.
Please, what's your name?
My name is Chief. I'm calling from Martin.
All right, sir. Please go ahead.
I want to use this medium to thank Barrister Darlington for always coming out to inspire people, to tell people what they don't know. Because some of what Barrister Darlington is saying, most of us don't even know it. Hello?
Yeah,
continue, sir.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, I want to thank you for your braveness and your enlightenment. We are really learning a lot from it. What I want to ask is, are we really one Nigeria in this country?
We don't know.
And if we are one Nigeria, why is it that in some certain region like in the north, the jam cut-off mark is different from those in the southwest and the southeast? Why? That is my question. I want to know why. When you come to the south, the north, they give them lower cut-off mark. But when you come to the south and the east and the west, they give us higher cut-off mark. Is it the same thing in the presidency?
I wonder.
All right, thank you very much.
These issues, we need to ask questions. I'm asking Barrister Darlington.
All right.
Barrister Darlington, this question is directed to you. Why is it so?
Thank you. All right, Barrister Darlington, please kindly respond.
You see, it is part of what we are saying here. You use religion to hoodwink your people. They were doing Ramadan here, and the 5 states in the north closed down their schools. So,
hello.
Hello. Good evening. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good evening, sir. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm fine.
What's your name?
Mr. Sunday, calling from Ikeja.
All right, Mr. Sunday, go ahead, please.
I want to ask. It's a question I want to ask because I noticed that after the election of 2023, our president was having a case of certificate forgery.
Yes.
And he said that he went to school at University of Chicago in 1970, while the school was established in 1974. So I was going to know whether he went to that school, whether in the spirit realm where maybe I feel that the ancestors of America, they are angry because he went to school before the school even established. I want to know how the case is going.
Oh my God.
Because we cannot
there's no case in that regard. There's no case. All right. The records were not released, and some of the records were redacted. The FBI said they couldn't release anything that would implicate him for national security or whatnot. So none of that was released.
What I was saying,
most of the documents were redacted. His name was redacted, actually.
And they are not ready to even prosecute anymore.
Exactly.
The vice chancellor that signed the certificate was blowing hot.
Is it Elena or something? Elena Daniels.
Yes.
Yeah?
She said that by the time Tinubu left, that he was not even around. He came to that university 17 years after Tinubu.
But she said she was going to prosecute. She was going to sue, but she did not. We didn't hear anything about her.
You don't know what happened. Something happened behind closed doors. Yes, she would have made a lot of money from that. Because if she had gone to court, oh my God. If she had gone to court, you know how much was used to silence her? That was
were you there?
That was
allegedly.
Okay, let us allegedly, but that kind of thing, you can make money out of it.
Hello, good evening, sir. How are you?
You can make money out of it.
Good evening.
I'm not fine.
Please try to be fine. I beg. What's your name and location, please?
This is Ola from Chicago.
All right, Ola.
Ola.
Ola, why are you not fine?
You are sounding low. What happened?
What happened?
I don't know. I'm depressed for what I'm hearing from Nigeria.
I'm so sorry.
Brother,
no.
Just keep hope alive.
No.
Just
I don't.
Keep hope alive. And I mean, nothing. We have seen worse things, so this one too will pass away.
It shall pass.
Amen.
Amen.
May God give you strength to speak for us.
Amen.
Darlington.
Amen.
Yeah, my question has been answered by my Darlington. What's the question? I sent the question yesterday, but I will repeat it today.
Yes.
I sent a message that is there any MOU signed by this government that whatever is happening to Fulanis or to Southerners, they should not say anything?
It's obvious.
Maybe there is MOU,
Yeah, there is.
or especially for Tinubu government, because I don't understand my Darlington. That's my question.
There is. Let's buy your number come for debate. Let them come.
Hola.
Let them tell us why.
Thank you, Esther.
Thank you very much.
Esther, when something is obvious,
yes.
I don't even need you to tell me whether yes or no.
Okay.
I will see it and I will know that yes, something is happening. Let Tinubu come and explain to us why he cannot address Fulani herdsmen.
All right. Hello. Good evening. How are you, sir?
This is Charles from Fresh.
Charles from where, sir? From
Fresh.
All right, Charles, please go ahead.
Barrister Darlington, good evening.
Good evening, my brother.
Please, I'm asking of Mazi Richard from Germany.
Yeah.
It's been long ago.
Exactly. Maybe the phone. You know, at times people will just phone.
You guys should reach out to him now because I like that man's contribution.
Yeah, Richard. Okay.
I will make call Adibo and Tochukwu to call him because they always call some Igbos in diaspora. Some of them.
Do you listen? They do something on Saturdays. All
right. But what do you want to discuss on, please? What do you want to talk about?
I just want to ask about
all right. Thank you.
Richard.
Thank you very much.
We'll reach out to him.
All right. Thank you very much. I sincerely do appreciate your calls. We need to take some messages right about now. Barrister Darlington.
I have not answered that question.
Oh, yeah, as fast as possible.
No. You see, this particular thing he asked, it happened from the beginning.
Okay.
The North was not paying attention to education. They believe in their military. That is why some of their military boys enter the military without even primary school certificate. Primary. And they now rose up. You know, that's why some people did not even become anything.
Prophet Barrister Darlington, my man of the year, sir. I greet you specially, sir.
Dayo, you have not been talking this day. What happened? You only send message.
The economy of Nigeria is, sir. We are just trying to survive by God's grace, sir.
I was even thinking you were part of the entourage to France. So.
No, God forbid. No be to that to these people's this thing camp. Oga Darlington.
Yes.
I dash you 10 bottles there, sir.
10.
You have spoken Nigerian's mind tonight. So I greet you specially, sir.
Okay.
Now thank God that we have been vindicated.
I'm telling you, my brother.
So far.
I'm telling you.
Dele Farotimi have said it.
Yeah.
David Dunde has said it. You have said it. Even Prince Chinaka said it. Thank God we have been vindicated.
Yes.
That the foundation that brought this government into power is not credible. So all that it does will not be credible. So we have been vindicated so far. So this walking visit that they are saying they are doing, I'm sure it's very glaring that it's medical visits. And the same medical visit that, medical distance that you cannot build or speak to in Nigeria to treat you of the illness that is disturbing you. You are taking it to France. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Esther,
I would like to take some messages.
Esther, please.
Yes.
Do you know that it is an embarrassment for a president of a country to be going for medical whatever abroad? All the medical secrets are over there, and they may use it against you tomorrow. Their secret service are taking record of these things against you tomorrow. Quote me. No president does that. Can you say America, UK, go for what?
All right, let's take messages. My people, this is from Chuka Ekwe. My people, this country don't tire me. I beg no tire. Cynthia O Omoro Gavia. With APC and Tinubu, Nigeria is finished. Saloni first. You can see why RFI was talking. Where is Buhari? Please. Hope he's better. Emeka Onyeka, Nigeria's president and deputy is out of the country. Salone first. I hated Buhari, but I'm starting to like him. Ha! Anyway, ask them when we were telling them vote wisely during 2023. Emeka Onyeka, Nigeria. Marvelous Joe. Just greet my man, Barrister Darlington. Esther Machko is right, though. Barrister, my people are handicapped. This same Tinubu broadcasting from London during Nadeko days. Marvelous Joe of Africa. Kenny E, you did your part, sir, Chief Barrister Darlington. Hunger never reached them, Esther. Let nobody deceive you. Esther, if they call you, refer them to NBS. The price of foods are coming down. Maybe they haven't checked the markets. Nancy Samuel, when have we celebrated independence and other leaders attended? Ken E, these African leaders, these African presidents, they ever come Niger for October 1? All right, Ken E, I was typing the same question at Nancy Samuel. George Blueshell, if he can, let him try. Oh, madam, I think he's referring to the president going to the US. Lawson Amadi, Barrister Darlington self born again overnight. Laugh out loud. Obed Orji, Esther, intelligence has jam intelligence here. Barrister Darlington does not lack words, though. Good evening, Barrister Darlington. I always enjoy listening to your analysis because you speak truth to power. Ademola Owoduni, Chidos, Barrister Darlington, thank you, sir. Stella Winners, Tinubu cannot near USA. I dare him. Well, he has visited there before. Nikki Gifter, good evening, Barrister Darlington. May you live long in good health and your household. Also, Salone first. CND Wafo, the volume should be stable, good friends. I think it's already been corrected. Omajere Friday. I just hope Esther should continue to host the show. Oh, thank you very much. God bless you. Emmanuel, they are just wasting our money. President of France, VP Senegal, Ademola Owoduni, until individuals defend themselves, no change. All right. Samuel Smiles. Good evening, my able Barrister Darlington. Good evening, Pretty Esther. May God continue to bless you, Barrister Darlington, for always speaking facts and truth to power. ABC has brought us so much pain. Okay, Ekibo Victor Smiles. Hello, how are you too? Godwin Adebayo, you guys are doing very great. Thank you very much. Somebody says, Lalune first, without Buhari, he can't rig the North. The houses are ready for Atiku. After that, Edo killings, they want nothing to do with Southern candidate. Engineer Olahi empowered Agbaris. Okay. Admiral Henry Uche, ACIA. Barrister Darlington, you are mentally rich. Buhari and Tinubu nation are mentally bankrupt. Nnamdi Kanu must be free. These two shall pass. Okay, thank you for your message. God bless. The Northerners should remember that there is once a Roman Empire, because what will befall them, the history will be read by the generation of 3020. Fulani and Hausas are also suffering the hands of jihadists. It's just a sad situation. Adam Vich says Buhari is the best, I swear. Wow, you guys are praising Buhari. That's interesting.
The man will be laughing.
Okay, all right, let's go to WhatsApp. My name is Ago Kingsley, also known as Ago White from Command Ipaja. Good evening, Esther Wachkon, your guest. My take on Senate President. What is his work on the situation in Nigeria? Now, Senate President and his vice are out of the country. Which way in Nigeria? My name is okay. How could the president jet out for Paris, France, and vice president to Dakar, Senegal, amid the ongoing brouhaha and mayhem ravaging the nation? And how would they leave the country at the same time? President went for a working visit and would be operating and leading the whole giant of Africa from another country. No wonder some traditional leaders leave their villages from towns and cities instead of sitting with their villagers. Who then is in charge of the nation at the moment? Please, Barrister, constitutionally, who should be in charge of the nation in their absence?
They believe Akpabio is there.
Okay, that's in 003, right?
Yes, in case of emergency, he will now come and tell you.
All right. Okay. All right.
And you can imagine an Akpabio taking charge of things in Nigeria. Okay. You can imagine.
All right. This person says, Sisi from Lagos, whenever the Nigerian government borrows money, you notice President Tinubu travels. I've already said it on VAP that a time will come when these Fulani terrorists were going from house to house to kidnap and kill. Well, the people will not sit down for that to happen. Good evening, Esther and Barrister. President Trump has not spent 1 minute outside America since he became 47th president. Too much of visit reduces value. Be scarce. Kenny Hart from Amuwo Odofi. Good evening, Esther. Please, Mr. Darlington's recent analysis is becoming very myopic. He seems to be blaming Nigeria for being responsible for Tinubu being president. Please ask him, the people that died during NSAS, what did he do to bring succor to their family? How many times has he ever been arrested or organized a set of Nigerians to go occupy the National Assembly? I was looking at the people that were videoed during the End Bad Governance protest and didn't see Mr. Darlington there. Wasn't he in this country when Nigerians voted but Tinubu got announced? Please, he should never dare blame Nigerians for the problem. Rather, it's people in his class that are responsible for all this mess. Ajiri from Bariga.
Now, let me tell you, you cannot say because somebody died at the battlefield, therefore, nobody should go to the battlefield. Then the enemy will not come and take all of you one by one. Have you ever seen where protests lasted a day in the Western world? Have you seen the man that is talking? My dear, you have not done 1/4 of what I've done. Go and check your record. You are 1/4 from the day my days in Patito's gang. I don't even think you are born by that time. I'm talking in the 80s. In the 80s, we are the only opposition in the whole country. Patito, go and check what we are doing. We used to sneak into any NTA to go and record that show. I mean sneak. Because the federal government facility, but they don't put us on air. We use private television, and they want to put us on. They will put it late in the night, and we ask them why. They say by that time the authorities will be sleeping because of what we are saying. So what are you now saying? You have not done 1/4 of what I've done. That is a fact. But I'm telling you, if you protest for one day and then they harass you, you run inside your house, you are not ready. Do you know what you have suffered here? No, do you know what I've suffered here personally? Please don't keep quiet. Keep quiet.
Don't raise Barrister Darlington's BP because.
Look what I was saying. What he's saying. Does it do anything?
Good evening, Esther and Darlington and Barrister Darlington. Esther, why were you surprised to hear that Tinubu was packaged for us? Since 2015, we have been having packaged presidents. If not, why were they always refusing to come for presidential debate like the previous ones did? Barrister Darlington, please help tell us what you think Tinubu goes to France all the time to do. It's a working visit. He's going to be coordinating from there. Exactly. It's becoming a slap to some of us that presidency is being desecrated in this crude manner. Which president in the whole wide world does this? Comrade Godfrey from Cyrilo, you guys, give the president a break. Good evening, y'all. Esther, my love, I sense your smile and I couldn't control my laughter when you were trying so hard to convince Barrister Darlington about Mr. Tinubu's hybrid and law bridge government. This on our job is not a small one. No. Under this term, keep off the good will. Thank you very much, Emperor. Good evening, Esther. Concerning Natasha, INEC is trying to be cautious with Natasha's recalling this time around based on the real evidence they saw on the date of Natasha's heroic visit to her constituency. The magnificent crowd, the love and support demonstrated to her by the people in her constituency is a testimony on its own for INEC to begin to apply sense in the matter. Idowu Henry from Ojo, Lagos. Good evening. Please, bro, tell us, Minister of Petroleum under OBJ. Okay? Wow. When we are ready, then we'll know what to do. This is Kolawole by name.
We have not seen other protests in other climes.
Barrister Darlington, instead of answering the specific question posed, you resorted to personal attacks. I'm puzzled by your reaction, especially considering you didn't vote for President Tinubu. If you're urging Nigerians to protest, I suggest you take the lead and set an example. I'll be willing to follow. Let's maintain a respectful dialogue and avoid turning this platform into a hub for anti-Yoruba sentiments. Abidin from Baghdad.
Let me hear. Yes, I'm doing my own protest. Do your own. You cannot tell me that you are proud of such a person, even if we want to worship him. You cannot tell me that.
All right. I like this barrister. I like the way he calls Esther. Thank you very much. May the Lord continue to protect him. Engineer GK from Ikorodu. Why president is out to France? VP also out to Senegal. This is not the first or last time. It's a continuous process. Elder Dickin Owa from Mafoluko Oshodi. All right. Good evening, Esther. My name is Aziz from Oshodi. Barrister Darlington has said it all. Tinubu didn't have any plan for this country. Are you serious? Are you saying all the plans, the economic policies, everything is for naught? You guys, be chilling. He just came to achieve his lifetime ambition of becoming Nigeria's president. I have said this during the electioneering campaign, but many people did not believe in me. Those who see me as enemy of Yoruba are now regretting their action. Tinubu, I know will... I'm not going to read this one. New NNPCL hemsman Yoruba, Attorney General of the Federation Yoruba, CJN Yoruba, Chief of Army Staff Yoruba, IGP Yoruba, Nigerian Immigration Service Yoruba, FIRS Yoruba, Yoruba Crazy in Tinubology. Comrade Akpan Silas, Magodori State, Lagos.
Akpan said this.
Yes, sir.
I am shocked.
Why?
This is the man who worship. In fact, he said Buhari is his father. That he can die for Buhari.
But some people are saying that Buhari is better now.
That's what I'm saying now. This one is saying now, even worship Tinubu too. So
you guys, let's chill. All right.
That particular man, things are getting out of hand, Esther. I said, if you see how this man celebrated PC Tinubu Buhari, look at what he's saying now. And all the other man in Canada is still praising Tinubu. Look at that.
He's free too. Why not? He's free too.
Look, let him bring intelligence.
He's free too.
Esther, let him bring it. I am shocked that all the supporters of APC and Tinubu, they have no content.
Why, Barrister Darlington? Allow them. It's a free nation to love the president.
If you want to, please come with intelligence. I will match you. I will match you.
They have read all of it
Just come out and talk. What have you said? Nothing.
Barrister Darlington, allow people to express themselves.
Contradict me. It will make me happier. Please, not to talk anyhow.
Please, if you love the president, continue to express your love for him, express your admiration for his administration. You have the right to do so.
I am saying what you have done wrong. Tell me what you have done right.
All right.
To contradict me.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's pour cold water on our head and make money. That's the ultimate goal. Once we have money, you won't even bother with all this care. Right now, I actually have Ambassador Philip Esonu, who is organizing a business summit / training this Saturday, the 5th of April. It's about making money. Engineer, Ambassador, how are you?
I'm all right.
Ambassador Philip Esonu, how are you?
I'm all right.
Please tell us how to make money.
You know, anytime I go and meet Barrister Darlington, I started laughing because he might be saying the truth, all right? But the biggest truth is this, like, let me say more than 90% of Nigerians are independent people. They are looking for a way to survive.
Exactly.
All right? If every one of, say 90% of Nigerians have good money for themselves.
Exactly.
Nobody might not bother. Nobody will really bother of what is going on. Yes, it's our country. We are not going to do otherwise. But, you know, we bring good news to people.
Yes.
No matter what is going on.
Exactly.
I used to tell people that where there is a problem, there's a solution. Yeah, so the solution for our financial independence is all in our hands. I'm being real. It's all in our hands.
Kindly enlighten us.
It's not in the hand of the government.
I hope you brought money here.
Yeah. It's not in the hand of the government. For example, government is supposed to provide bond water for you. Where is it? You don't have any. So almost everything we use in Nigeria now is from your pocket.
Yes.
So you need to find a way to make more money. When you have more money for yourself, there are things you might not bother about. All right? Because we need money. Every day you wake up from sleep, there is several bills waiting for you, whether you like it or not.
Wallahi.
Whether you are poor or rich, you must to have bills that you have to pay. For you now to be much more better, you need more money. You need to find a way to make money even while you are sleeping, so that by the time you get up from the bed, there is some money there somewhere to help you sort out yourself, whether it's school fees or house rent or whatever, or you want to go and enjoy yourself in Dubai. Our big guns are traveling and going places. You can also go and enjoy yourself, but you need money to do that. And if you listen to me last week, I was saying something to people. I said, what you need to help you is already there with you, but the problem is, do you know how to use it? Do you know what it is? Like I said before, if you are there with your smartphone or an Android phone or big phone, as anybody can call it, listen, you have all it takes to make good money for yourself. The only reason why you cannot make it, probably you don't have the idea of what to do. And that's the reason why we said there are a lot of applications on your phone that you can use to help yourself either do business or add more value to yourself in education and make good money for yourself. But the biggest of all of it is about the artificial intelligence. The AI, you know, everybody's talking about AI, we are hearing about AI left and right. The truth is this: do you know how to use it? Do you know how it works? Do you know what it does? And that's the reason why we're organizing this business summit and a training. It's actually a training. We call it business summit because we are looking at you becoming a businessman of your own. You don't need to leave school or leave your job or your career. You can be doing whatever you are doing, but as long as you have a smartphone in your hand, you will be able to use this application, and including the AI we are talking about, to be able to do business and make money. Even if you don't have any business at all, if you learn it and become expert, you can actually make money from companies. If you don't want to do that, the AI on its own and some of those applications that will be taught on Saturday, this Saturday, will be able to help you understand what you should do. That's why we have this training, and we will hold you by the hand, show you right there on your phone. We are not asking you to give some company money and then tomorrow you start telling you stories. We are not into that. I'm not asking you to come and even give me money, but we are there to show you that our job is to show you from your personal phone what you can do. So if you have a smartphone and you have an Android phone or a big phone, this event on Saturday is for you. Don't miss it. Anywhere you are listening to this station, pass this message to your brother and your sister. In as much, our system doesn't have any benefit paying us money on monthly basis or weekly basis, you have something that can help you make money for yourself. You need to come and learn it. Every road in Lagos, all the roads in Lagos lead to Ikeja on Saturday. And the event will start by 11 a.m.
Interesting.
So we are going to do one thing that will benefit almost everybody that will take down the opportunity. Now, on Saturday, if you can be there by 10 and 10:30, latest 10:45, I regard you as early person, and we have a life gift to give to you.
All right, so what do they do? They text VIP too?
Yes, and you must to text us from your WhatsApp.
All right.
Just text VIP to the number I'm going to call now. Text us from your WhatsApp, please, so that we'll be sure that you have a smartphone. All right, and you will get all the remaining details there. And when you get it, try to forward that to your brother, to your sister, and the contact on your phone. Let this particular weekend be the best weekend of your life.
So call us the number.
The number you need to text to us, just text VIP, or you can text yes if you are interested. Text to this number 081 80 74 40 66 081 80 74 40 66. This Saturday is 11 a.m. The first 50 people that are coming before the 11 a.m. you have a live gift. If you're interested, just text to us VIP, or you can text yes to this number 081 80 74 40 66.
All right, thank you so much, Ambassador Philip Asonu. We sincerely do appreciate this. Somebody said that he needs more money. That I should tell you, let him send his account number so that when he feels the money, that you know it's real. He was just kidding.
I know.
He was just kidding. Thank you very much.
There's no free food in Freetown.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Philip Asonu, for that particular information. Barrister Darlington, we need to wrap up right about now. What's your final take on what we have discussed today?
That Nigerians should wake up.
Okay.
We have slept on our right for too long. Go and check other nations that made it. They didn't make it by sleeping on their right.
Okay.
That is why their government cannot even mess up.
All right.
They will tell them what to do, and that is what they are going to do. In Nigeria, leave tribal sentiment alone, Nigerians. Why we are where we are today is because of tribal sentiment. Nothing else. Leave it alone. It's not helping you.
All right.
It will never help you. It's as simple as this tribal sentiment is what is destroying Nigeria. When are we going to? I have told you people, come and copy the Igbo man. He doesn't have tribalism in his blood, in our blood.
All right.
And I've said this severally. Come and contradict me. The Igbo man is not tribalistic. Emulate from him so that Nigeria can move forward.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Barrister Darlington's parting words for you. And most of the things he has said are basically all Barrister Darlington. My name is Esther Wachuko. I sincerely do appreciate all of you for your contribution on the conversation this evening. And trust me, Nigeria go better. Anyhow we do, we go survive. God go help us. That's basically all we can actually hope for. Make sure you stay hydrated, be good, take care of yourself, protect yourself. The DSS has told you to see how you can protect yourself. They cannot be anywhere and everywhere all the time. All right, do have yourself an amazing evening. I'll definitely see you tomorrow for the evening rush and obviously for the world news at 6 p.m. Bye for now.